Welcome to one of the many carousels we have constructed in order to facilitate acquisition of English medical terminology. We are trying to make it as effortless as possible through a combination of exposing ideas and images that convey the same notions. If you know how a carousel works, you may stop the following process, but if not, please listen to the full video that follows. So let's click on this image. And indeed, as you see, it enlarges. And if you click again, you end up in an explanatory video that you may or may not wish to listen in complete version. This short video concerns a brief explanation of the structure and aims of our carousel dedicated to ideas in medical terminology. And now we can continue to our mission. Our aim in this carousel is to expose notions in the idea of limbus, a very ancient word that is populating many concepts in medicine, for instance, limbic system, limbs, and so forth. So we can illuminate this particular word by showing clusters of ideas that convey similar notions. As we see here, limbus means something related to limit, to border, to edge, but it also is very frequently used in Arcus Senilis. So we could click here for more, and we end up in a site away from the carousel that presents brief definitions of medical terms for clinicians. And here you're going to find limb, limbus, and so forth. So we can go back. And some of you may be interested more in the contents of what was that Pandora Word Box website, and you may linger or remain there and explore it in depth, and you will find pages of this kind, explanatory pages about words. We can click on it to read it with ease, and indeed limb is included, and it shows you suggestions that lintel and lip and limit may be related, extremitas, extremities, arm, legs, and so forth. So we can click on it to see more about what is this website like, and indeed it is a Pandora Word Box website dedicated to the notions of combining ideas in words and combining ideas in images into one perspective. And in this case, we talk about a variety of words. You could see that Zoe for zoo and nude for naked and so forth are being flashed on the screen. Let's go back. So what else is this carousel trying to point out? And we mentioned already Arcus Senilis. Indeed, this is a very important clinical science, and if we click on it, you can see it better. And limbus is the edge of the cornea, and at that limbic area of the cornea is where we see an Arcus Senilis, which may be an indication, particularly if the person is young, that there is a metabolic problem. So limbus and Arcus Senilis are very closely related, but there is a limbic system in the nervous system and so forth. Let's click on it. So let's see whether we can go somewhere that may interest us, and we go into the clinical eye openers. What is the sign of Arcus Senilis? It may say that it is more frequent in Down syndrome. Well, Down syndrome is a syndrome of premature aging, and a limbic system in premature aging tends to be affected as well, and so on and so on and so on. So we can go back. And if it is possible that the limbus is a sign of premature aging, here is an image of a young woman with signs of premature aging. And if we click on this photograph, we can see that she has wrinkles, there is lack of hair in the eyebrows, I don't see any eyelids, and so forth. So we become curious, and if we have a click, we'll use it. If not, we don't. But we can go and see what is that some expert clinician sees, and we can click on that and enlarge the picture, or click on what does the clinician see, and so forth. And you can explore this particular website as much as you are interested in knowing. So let's close. And I think by now you are pretty much empowered to remember that limbus is the edge, the limit of structures, is an area defined by a frontier. And you can continue to the active carousel now. So if you click on this particular image, it will then facilitate access to the fully functional carousel that you just have seen, in order that you can select whatever links you want. And if you click on it, uh, we'll see what we get. And indeed, we go into another website where all these resources of linked companion websites are offered. And until soon, I hope you will visit us soon. I thank you for your attention and wish you the best. Goodbye.